Welcome to Flip TV News Update. I am Ayila Omolara. News headlines. Delta diverts Lagos flights to Lome after thunderstorm. 10 people died after two Navy helicopters collided mid-air. Gunmen killed Babcock law lecturer Abduct 2 in Iperu. Now the news in details. A yet to be identified passenger on board Delta Airlines Atlanta Lagos flight reportedly died mid-air on Monday. It was learned that she died due to a health emergency that occurred mid-air approximately 3 hours before the flight schedule arrived in Lagos. Although a decision was made by the crew to proceed to Lagos, it was learned that every thunderstorm in the area forced the pilot to divert the plane to Lome, Togo. The flight took an additional delay in Lome due to refueling and the weather, according to some persons close to the development said. The Delta Airlines A330-200 aircraft had 215 customers on board. However, the flight later landed safely in Lagos approximately 8.5 hours after the scheduled time. The flight was initially scheduled to arrive by 10 a.m. on Monday. It was learned that the passenger received compensation. Meanwhile, some passengers and Nigerians made comments on social media about the flight. At Samson underscore Gordy posted a tweet on X stating that his flight was delayed and that two medical emergencies occurred, including the death of a woman in mid-air. He noted that the passengers were forced to make an emergency landing in a different country after the aircraft ran out of fuel, had two health emergency as a lady died on the flight mid-air due to what seemed like an heart attack. Moving on, 10 people have died after two Navy helicopters collided in mid-air during a military rehearsal for a Royal Malaysian Navy parade. One of the choppers clipped the rotor of the other before the two crashed into the ground, footage published on local media show. The incident took place at 9:30 local time in Malaysian town of Lumot, which is home to a navy base. There are no known survivors. All victims were confirmed dead on site, and the remains were sent to the Lumot Military Hospital for identification, said the Royal Malaysian Navy. It added that it will form a committee to investigate the cause of the incident. One of the helicopter, a Hum M503 on the three, with 7 people on board, is believed to have crashed onto a running track. The other, a Fenet M5026, carrying the other three victims, crashed into a swimming pool nearby. The State Fire and Rescue Department said it was alerted to the incident at 9:50 local time. In March, a Malaysian Coast Guard helicopter crashed into the sea off Malaysia's Angsa Island during a training flight. The pilot, co-pilot, and two passengers on board were found and rescued by fishermen. Finally, gunmen have murdered a lecturer from Babcock University, Ilasan Remo, Yinka Olowojobi. The gunmen, numbering about 8, were said to have invaded a Jade event center in Iperu Remo along Shagamu Road, also abducted two other persons. The incident, according to a statement from the spokesperson of Ogun State Police Command, Omolola Udutola, on Monday, happened on Friday, April 19th at about 9:20 p.m. The gunmen were said to have shot Olowo Jobi in the chest after allegedly resisting to go with them. The slain Babcock University lecturer, alongside one Dari and another person yet to be identified, who were abducted, were said to be relaxing in the lounge of the event center when the Daredevil gang struck. Odutola, however, said that the police had picked one Awada Ishaya from Plateau State as a suspect in the act. Ishaya was said to have just been employed 2 weeks ago as a security guard when the event center was opened. The statement reads: a report from the Iperu division indicates that a kidnapping and murder incident occurred on April 19th, 2024 at about 9:20 p.m. It was reported that gunshots were heard at the Ajade Event Center on Shagamu Road in the Iperu area of Ogun State. Eyewitnesses were able to count 8 men dressed in black and armed with guns emerged from an unknown place into the relaxing lounge and opened fire indiscriminately, where one person later identified as a lecturer at Babcock University named Olowo Jobi Yinka was shot in the chest for resisting to go away with the hoodlums at their prompt, while a manager of a car stand, simply known as Dari, the third person is yet to be identified. A suspicious coincidence led the police to arrest Ishaya of Plateau State, who was employed 2 weeks ago when the event center was launched as a security man for further interrogation. The lecturer was taken to Babcock University Teaching Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Efforts are underway to apprehend the culprit and rescue the kidnapped victims. Further updates will be provided as the situation develops. Stay with us for more news updates. I am Angela Omolara.